the video here. So my son is opening up the box. I believe there's some parts in here, but so there was a rim inside that box, which Scott has right here, and we are going to go ahead and get the handlebars on. The battery was already in here, was plugged in, so most likely the breaker's off, just like the Sur Ron, and we're going to go ahead and just leave those bits in there. And then you can see they got the back compressed here with some zip ties. Some straps. I guess they're compressing the shock, so they fit in the box. I'm sure if we undo that, that'll come up. It looks like there's another box of parts right here, so we'll go ahead and take that out. So let me go ahead and undo these ties so I could get the bike up. I could get it up on the kickstand. All right, be right back. Well, I'm going to put the handlebars on first so that doesn't go flying. Then we'll go ahead and undo these straps. All right, guys, so we got all these little parts out. If you don't have a bike stand, you could use a bucket from like Home Depot, and then just have somebody hold the bike for you. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put the front tire on. We have some front spacers here. And the way we took this off of there is that we just took the screw off. With a mallet, we took it off. One of the shocks is gonna blow out, but it's fine. And then these spacers go on the wheels, okay? Like so, with this part in, all right? And then we'll you get some lube. It comes with lube right there. You lube this up, stick it in there through the spacer, and we're gonna go ahead and get this on, and then get the nuts on to secure the front wheel. So we're good. We're gonna do that now. We got the handlebars in, got my son holding the bike, and we'll be right back. So I got the front wheel in, but I didn't tighten anything, because before you put the front wheel in, your spacers are in and you lube in here. There's a little piece in here, and this is inside the brakes. So you just unscrew the brake screw and then you pull this out. It comes with all the Allen keys so that you could do that. Once you pull this out, then you want to get the rotor in between the brake pads, because this was in between there, so then this won't go in there, okay? And then you want to put this back the way you pulled it out. So now we're going to go ahead and tie everything up. As you can see, that's looking like a bike now. We put the pegs in, okay? They go in the center screw with a pin, so you know that these move forward. I believe they move forward, or do they got to move back? But they're on the right spot. And then we're going to go ahead and take this off and tidy up everything up real quick, and we should be able to take this thing for a ride. It's pretty simple. It's just handlebars, front rim, and take a couple zip ties off. But we'll go ahead and go through the other parts and see how it looks. Okay, so let me go ahead and tighten this up, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, got a little bit of a mess here we got to clean up. This is the front fender, the front plastic. I'm going to leave those out. The charger is there for someone to put it on, whoever buys the bike. But you can see the bike is intact. It does come fully charged. I think it looks pretty cool without the front fender. It looks like more of like a hot rod to me. Even without that front number plate, it looks pretty cool without that too. It's pretty cool, all black. You can see this one's a little different than the Sur Ron. You got a little clip here. The keys, 2 keys here. So we're gonna go ahead and take it for a little ride. You got the start button here. You got the horn here. It's just a lot louder than a Sur Ron, I believe. You got your plate here where it was manufactured, and it doesn't have a sport button here, but maybe it has a mode.
So this is called the Neg Rider. You can change everything here. If I can figure this out, I haven't used it before, but
It says wait.
Here, this is the brake regen. So then I'm changing here 4 or 1, and maybe I can change something here. Yeah, see everything here. Clean data.
It says wait. What is about this button up on top here?
I don't know. That's the power button. Yeah.
And then what's the start button here for? Oh, there it is. So you hit the start button and it says ready to go, right? Because I just pressed it and it changed there from clean. Oh, that was you. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and take this for a little ride. I'll come back with another video once we figure out that part. The other kickstand's down, and we'll be right back. Parts of the video, we pulled the battery out. So I just went for the first ride. And it automatically starts on eco mode, where it's really slow. And even when you put it on sport mode, it's not as fast as a Sur Ron. So my son was looking and he said that there is a wire that's behind the horn. So we got to remove the horn so we could get to that wire. And honestly, I tell you the truth, it looks pretty badass with the bike all blacked out like this without the front fairing and that other clip. So we just want to go ahead and he's getting everything in the trash so that we, so that we don't have loose stuff in this box, so we could throw it out. And we're going to take it for a quick ride just to see. Just remember, you got to flip the switch up in here, and we'll show you where that wire is that needs to be cut, I guess, to bring it to full potential. And then we'll go for a ride and see if this thing's faster than the Sur Ron. We got a Sur Ron over here, so you can see. My son owns a Sur Ron, so here it is right here. He just did a seat cover to this. He just changed the pegs on it. That's about it. And he changed the headlight. And then he did a relocator kit over here that he made on his 3D printer. So that's about it. He fell once on this, so he's got to get new clip-ons for that. But we're gonna see how this bike performs. I mean, they're really, honestly, they're not that far apart. They look exactly the same. Besides, I think the forks are a little taller on this bike, right, Scott?
I think a little bit, yeah. It's about 2 inches above.
Yeah, so you can see here, but both bikes are pretty much identical. I mean, honestly, we'll let you know what the reviews are. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this wire real quick and see what happens. The horn, and you want to point out where it was a brown wire.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be
right here, this one right here.
Yeah.
You want to just take it out, take the whole harness out. You see a little wire, and it's exposed, right?
Yeah,
it's already out.
Everything's connected except for that.
Except for this brown wire has a little loop. So you do is you just cut it in half. So now we're gonna go ahead and put everything back together, and we're gonna take her for a rip and see if she actually rides better. There's also some cushions that come for the battery. We're gonna go ahead and put those on since we remove the battery, and then go ahead and put the battery back on. So remember to remove the battery, take this off, and just cut it just to be on the safe side. Now we're gonna put everything back together, and we'll see if she rips. Sorry, my garage is a mess, but you can see the Sur Ron's just a little shorter than the Sting R. So the Sting R definitely sits a lot taller if you guys wanted to compare side by side. There we go. Looks like the front wheel is definitely bigger. Sur Ron's still a fun bike to ride. We just went ahead and cut the brown wire. Of course, I didn't put the plate on. I didn't put the fender on because it looks cool the way it is. So me and my son are gonna pull this out right now, 2 keys, and just see how it rides. Just give it a quick ride around the block real quick, and see how she rides. And we'll get back to you, see if this brown wire actually made a difference. It should, but then we'll go ahead and zip tie all this stuff in a little bit. But just want to go and take her out for a rip real quick and see. Might have to adjust the handlebars and bring them forward a little bit, but we'll see. So let's go for a ride, and we'll be right back. Guys, I got my son on the tour ride. We just went to the Sting R. Just went around the block real quick. It was fun. I took it out, got the box right here. I don't figure anybody don't want the box, so we threw that out since the whole bike's assembled. And besides the fender in the front, I haven't even put it to charge, but went around the block with my son. Here's the headlight. The minute I had it on sport mode, the minute I put it, like I just hit it, that sucker went right up in the air. So of course my son went a lot faster than me in the Sur Ron because I didn't want to push this bike yet until I felt it out and make sure everything was good, nice and tight. I went through everything to make sure everything's tight, but my son's gonna go ahead and demonstrate. Take it down the block, Scotty. There you go right there. I mean, he's ripped. That's on sport mode. He's out. So we'll wait for him to come back. In the meantime, here's a Sur Ron right here, guys, which is fast too. I mean, this one has the wire cut too. I believe it's a red wire on this. On the Sting R is the brown wire, but it definitely opened up the bike immediately. So you want to do that. So let's see and wait until he comes back. He changes handlebars on this. You see he's got bigger handlebars. He changes grips, relocated the speedometer on this, did a seat cover, changed the pegs. So those are his first mods on the bike. So let's see when he comes back. So here's Scotty right here. And this lady's in the way here. How was it?
Good.
How did it feel? What are your comments about this one and then yours? Like, what are your difference that you feel?
Mine, I'm more used to it. I feel better with that one. This one, with these type of handlebars, my upgraded ones and these, are a lot different. The throttle's really responsive on this one. I feel taller. It feels more like a bigger bike.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Another thing I noticed too, it's got bar ends. You see it's got bar ends?
Yeah.
So you can actually take these off and put like, you could put like the mirrors on this.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, you could do that where you don't have those on the Sting R. Definitely the whole black look just looks freaking stealthy. It looks really stealth. It's really cool. The front brakes are a little different than yours. It's got a bigger disc brake in the back. You can see that. So it's got a bigger disc on the back, bigger tire in the back. Definitely, like if you're a taller dude, like my son is about 5'9", so you know, if you're taller, it's definitely a lot better. But I mean, you know, anybody could ride that bike still too. So we're gonna go for another ride together real quick, and that's the end of our video. So let me know if you're interested in the bike. We're here in Fort Myers, Florida. Got the Sting R. It's available, so hit me up on the DM. I'll let you know what it's available for. If not, you can order one from Luma Cycles, and then you can wait the 3 months wait or whatever it is to get one, or whenever they're gonna get one, because I know all the other bike shops do not have this. Luma Cycles is, you know, together with the guy from Talaria who built this, so you know they're getting all the bikes first, and then you got to be on a waiting list, and then you know probably 2, 3, 4, 5 months before you get one, because the first batch just went out, and I think another batch is going to go out again, and then I don't know when they're going to get more. So if you're looking for one, it's here, and this is it. So